As some of you may know, I've been having a discussion here on YouTube with Willow Red 94 and Hell's Unicorn. I certainly don't hope that they take our discussion personally. I know that some emotions were high, especially on the part of Hell's Unicorn, but I really hope it's not personal because they both are good people and both of them seem interested in legitimate debate. Neither one seems like they're just interested in rants. And, they try to use the facts that they acquire to talk about their point of view, and I respect their point of view even if I don't agree with it. And what our debate's really been about is these TSA scanners. As somebody who lived through the TSA scanners, I personally was not patted down. I don't know whether or not I was, I didn't go through any new body scanner to my knowledge. Maybe I did and I didn't even realize it. Some believe it's an invasion of privacy. I don't really have a problem with it. I think that extra security measures are needed. Whether these are the proper security measures or not, that's something that I think this needs time before we could tell if it's really effective or not. I can tell you that more security at the airport is needed. And, this really comes down to a debate between civil liberties versus national security. It seems to be those two sides of the coin. But in my view, there is really, nothing unconstitutional about these searches. Excuse me, with the body scanners, with the pat downs, that's another story. I can understand why people are angry about this situation, and I think those people should speak up and be heard. That's part of our democracy. A majority of Americans, however, say that these scanners are appropriate. Just what the polls said, I'm not just making this up. Polls have been taken on this. It's been controversial. And I'm one of those who believes this is an acceptable thing. I believe it's acceptable. Others don't. The pat downs, I don't know if that's acceptable. I have to know more about it. But I do know that the body scanners are, in my view, acceptable. And I don't see where they're really violating anybody's constitutional rights. Unfair searches are against the Constitution, unlawful searches. And, well, frankly, technically, if you want to you could make the argument that these are not lawful. But if they really weren't, then the Justice Department would be all over this. And so would, civil rights leaders, which I'm sure some are all over this. But the point of me bringing up this video is I think that people need to calm down and take a deep breath and look at this. And if you support this these new procedures, like I do, you have to, one, as I do, respect those who disagree, because this is something that affects millions of people. So you have to respect the point of view that others like Will Red 94 and Hell's Unicorn hold. Don't make this personal. People who disagree with me, who take the other point of view, I think you need to look at this objectively for a minute and say that, well, logically, we are a nation at war and a nation that faces threat from violent extremists, and sadly, it's not, nobody really wants these body scans to be in effect. No one's jumping up and down for joy about it. It's just that it's necessary to keep us safe. Some may say, well, you're sacrificing civil liberties for security. Certain sacrifices have to be made. Every generation has sacrificed something. In World War II, they had rationing of different everyday products. Today, I don't think we're sacrificing a whole lot. I think we're sacrificing certain privacy rights, not all of them. Certainly, the pat downs. I would love to have a discussion about the pat downs. But I hope that those of you who oppose this, specifically Hell's Unicorn and Will Red 94, please don't take this personally. I don't question, and I'm sorry if you feel that I have. I don't question your patriotism or sincerity.